The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Good morning. Now, if you've been here before, still the same thing, tablet and pen, so we can begin. If you're here for the first time, gotta warn you, I'm gonna get you to million, I'm gonna get you to billion if you want, but it's gonna be up to you. You see, what we're gonna do is tell you the truth, so it can set you free. My name is Ray, last name is Reynolds, write it down. Write down on that tablet, all right, today's date. Let's give you some timelines. Let's give you rules and tools, the steps you've been missing anyway. They gave me the nickname of the Godfather Credit years ago on KNX Radio. Been on there about 48 years, having fun. I built over $50 billion for clients for credit, start their business and run it and get past go. Because I think most people are stuck no matter what they say or they do. Ultimate goal, no pictures, no recording. All right, because I need you to write it down to put it here. I need your brain to record what I have to say. I'm online 6 days a week. Now I got a couple of problems. I got to let you know. All right. I write with both hands, two different things at the same time, and have a third conversation. Now I'm weird, and they'll say that true, because what happens is I have an IQ of 203 with total recall. All right. And I was told I was retarded at 11, basically. I think I was sixth grade. I was probably about 10 and a half, 11 years old. So what happens? I'm retarded. No, I just thought they were stupid. But I have a problem because both sides work. I end up rhyming all the time. I don't try to do it. All right, it just happened. So forgive that for me, please. But I did write 2 rap songs for some famous clients of mine, and they became #1. So go, rags to riches. Here's me. Can you imagine? Born in a taxi. All right, dropped in a trash can. All right, because she didn't want me. I got to be a Mrs. Hope, the she devil from hell. So I'm going to take away your excuses. All right, why you didn't get there to million to billion. Then I'm going to show you how to do it, and I'll do most of the work for you too. Your journey just began with me. Now I need you to look behind the curtain. Here's the problem. You've been listening to silly people, TikTok, YouTube, and Google, and all the blah, blah, blah. There's no rules and tools, are there? Just blah, blah, blah. I need you to look behind the curtain and learn how to play the game of business. And I wrote Winning the Game of Business 45 years ago. And page 6 says cash flow free every time. Someone else tried to steal that too. So let's understand today. Get out your personal credit cards now. I need you to understand. If you don't learn how to take care of your personal credit, you're never going to get to million to billion. Now, I'm the guy that trained Ken Yarborough. He was security chief of TRW in Experian. Okay, TRW stood for The Report's Wrong, Thomas Raymond Warridge. Okay, so let's get out our cards in our personal wallet right now. On the back of the card, I need you to put a sticky. Write it down. You're going to write down on that sticky the limit of the card. You're going to put 25% maintain forever and never go past 29%. These cards are 50,000 a piece. I wrote the rules and tools. I'm going to show you exactly how all dashboards did exactly what I told them to do years ago. Now this 100,000, if I use 29%, utilization gives me 71,000 of safety credit. Case blank hits the fan, lost your job or pandemic. Line of defense. Your problem is you don't know how to play. I know you got a corporation again. Oh, goody for you. You paid an attorney, a CPA, corporate service thousands of dollars, and you got ripped off. Ask for your money back because corporations are free in all 50 states. Now here's the corporation. Let's read this today. Chapter 18. I'm not here to be your CPA and attorney. That's not my job, but I want to show you exactly how I got to million to billion. That's me through corporate structure. A corporation's a legal person. Do you see that in front of you? I was 7.5 when I learned this. I was listening to a silly poker game at Hope's house. And what did I do? I went and took my boss over down to the Torrance Police Department the next day. Library next door. Ma'am, what does this mean? She walked away. She was rude. She was a bee. Oh, my goodness. She came back 5 minutes later and said, here's a mock of it. Here's a bug. I wanted to kick her in the shins. But I didn't. Pay attention. When you talk about in YouTube, Google, and Tickety Talk, and LLC, and all this BS, that doesn't matter. What matters is the rules and tools. A corporation may sue or be sued. Whatever corporation you have today, your name is on the Secretary of State's website. When they sue the corp, they sue you. You're a damn duck and a sheep. We've got to stop that right away. You got to learn to play. Now, let's understand what banks, grocery stores, and cities do. I tore apart 17983, and I'm the one who invented division process. I invented a way that you never bring the pain home. Never. It's not acceptable. I didn't get a family as a kid, so I had to get out of hell. So don't you ever bring that damn pain home ever again. It's ridiculous. What did I do? Simple. I went back to the library for 2 years. I had to create a blueprint that didn't exist. One you can't find today unless you get it through me. What did I get from there? I started Helping Hand Industries. Helping Hand Industries, I started when I was 9.5 years old. It came back and then I got $100,000 credit in the mail. I've been collecting this stuff since I was a kid. Got $53 million of it, pretty good. We can play, but here's the problem. I got named in the movie Dave too. Now let's play. Let's understand something today. I got named in a lawsuit. See, I made a mistake. I used the word Braille because I started the first Orange County Blind Center. I used the word Braille. I wanted to have everybody teach Braille, but then the Braille Institution knowed the name, so I had a problem that day. What I want you to do, if you have ideas, I want you to write them all down, make a copy of them, put it in a Federal Express envelope. I want you to send it to yourself and let the judge open the envelope when your friend and family steal your idea. I want them to get their assets kicked. I want you to learn to play and win, to fight for what's yours. Set up a website too. This scared the crap out of me. I was 12 and a half and I had to master trade name, trademarks, and copyrights. So then I said, there's got to be another better way. Everybody uses that. That was on the first info commercial I started years ago. They keep stealing my words. Division Processor was born in 85, 86. So never bring the pain home. Why did you do it in the first place? What excuse do you have that you brought the pain home? I lost my job. All right, blank, 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 and that stop. We're going to get to the point you never bring the pain home. The only thing that's acceptable to get screwed up is a division. Never the corporate, not your family. You got it? That starts today. You bring the damn pain after me to me, I'm going to kick you in the shins too. Now let's understand, Tim, when I was a little boy, all the grown-ups kept saying, don't put all your eggs in one basket. I asked what it meant. These idiots couldn't explain it to me, the grown-ups. So I want you to understand right now today, you got a corporational goodie for you. I've been giving articles of corporation for free for 45 years. Free. Why would anybody spend thousands to an attorney, CPA, and incorporating service and learn diddly squat? I don't understand, stupid. But again, you get to play. We're going to use division process today. Then they said, put all your ducks in a row. That's what that meant too. What did I get? Blah, 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 blah. I thought the grown-ups were stupid when I was a kid. When I grew up, I realized they were stupid. Here's a corporation with divisions. I designed this when I was a little kid. You understand this? Now, there's a way never to bring the pain home again. Your problem is you have to understand, and I always warn people. Simple. I'm honest and I'm blunt. If I say get off your asset and let's go get it, let's do it. Oh, I'm sorry, half of you are lazy, I forgot. The other half better want to go get it. But that's up to you. You see, I tell it like it is. And if you follow stupid, you end up doing stupid. That doesn't mean you're stupid. You just did stupid. I don't get stupid. All right, I build millionaires. You want to be next? I only have 28 million millionaires and 28 billionaires now. You want to play? Let me know. It's simple. I'm Ray Reynolds, the Godfather of Credit. I'm going to tell you like it is. I'm going to tell you what to do. I'm going to treat you like you're 2 years old. And you will never bring that damn pain home again, ever. It's not acceptable. I'd rather die than do that. So I build relationships. My clients, I've done their kids, grandma and grandpa, all the way through the last 45 years. Lifetime coaching with me. That's what you should do. It's up to you. My foolproof program, you can't even screw it up as long as you follow through. Oh, you've heard of Arnold before? Dr. Lucky, the hospital we set up in Fiji Islands. Oh, Gold's Gym, this is Superman. Ray, you kick ass and motivate. I got him $1 million of credit in 9 months. Is that good to run his business too? Oh, college professor, Biola University. Oh, Glenn, he lived in his car for 3 years. I told him to quit feeling sorry for himself. I said, wah, 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 nobody gives a damn. I gave him a raise 360. 450,000 of credit, brand new house, new truck. Got it? All right, the ability. All right, Giovanni here worked for Pixar at the time, $1.6 million. Little Karen delivered pizza to one of my boot camps, and I said, stick around. I showed her I get properties in Long Beach. From there, $1.2 million in 9 months. Then you got to help people coming out of prison too. They get a second chance too, the ones that deserve it. But here's Free Ray, aka Dickie Ross. Got him gold and platinum cards, millions of dollars. Then he told everybody he was an expert in credit. I mean, I'm sorry, you expert in what? Give me a break. You don't like me now. Like I really care. All right, here's Thomas. He was in prison for 26 years. He said, no one wants to help me, Ray. What did we do in 8 months? Rebuild his credit. Rebuild his life, got him brand new dump trucks doing $1 million a year. Your problem is you didn't learn to play. Remember Franklin D. Roosevelt, before you were born? He had the Gold Reserve Act in the 30s. And that means we, the people, you and me, we got our SS5, which is an SSN for the 1040 tax return when we were 14 to 16. The next thing is Nixon took the gold standard out. And what happened next? Every woman at the hospital, she's handed an SS5 form, which is the SSN that connects to the 1040 tax return. So the baby delivered literally within 2 hours is the mom is handed this form to get the SSN. before the baby can be released from the hospital. They won't even let her out to the hospital. They have to bond the baby at 35 million apiece. Your biggest problem is you don't know how to play, and that's your biggest mistake for you. SS5 equals SSN 1040 tax return. You get one of these. We the people. That means a Social Security card. That means tax, 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 and probate when you're dead. By the way, the time you're dead, that's not for any for you. That's for the state and federal government. Did you know that too? We get to play. Look at the SS4. Let's compare the two. Can you put your hands like this? Here's SSN. Tax, tax, tax. And then they get all the money first and we get the leftover. And then we're all stupid thinking that's all we get to do. That's kind of silly of you, sorry to say. Here's the SS4. What do we get to do? We don't pay tax until we're profitable. Don't give a damn what type of corporation it is. You got to learn the rules and tools. Because they're going to sue the corporate. They're going to sue you anyway, unless you learn to play like my way. So here's the SS4. Can you pay attention today? It says legal name of entity. Well, that's corporation. That's bank, grocery store, city. Oh, it says individual person. Your name can go on there, so you get another chance. Really, you didn't have to bring the pain home in the first place. The problem, you follow deduction sheet. SS5 equals SSN 1040. The SS4 equals 1120 tax return, known as the tax ID. You want a second chance and never screw up again? Pay attention today. Now, you might be one of those protesters. I don't want to pay tax, Ray. Then do like Wesley Snipes said. Go to prison for 3 years, get the hell out of here, and pay $5 million of fine. See, the reality is, if you learn to play by the rules and you're not a cheater, you get to win because you understand under the IRS.gov 1244. That allows you to almost never pay tax again anyway. So let's play by the rules and not be a cheater. And what do we get to do? File one tax return. We get to win. And we can become the 1%ers too. Lack of knowledge is why people do stupid things. What do? We're going to talk about 5 things for you. Now, all credit under the corporation, it's a write-off. Oh my goodness, it's free money. I mean, let's be honest. Where the blank are you going to get the money to really run a business of $1 million? Get a raise, win the lottery, all right, hawk your house, be stupid and jack up your cards. Oh, I'm sorry, you already did that. I'm going to build you $1 million of cash credit. You can write it all off. Is that okay? If you never hurt your family ever again? Is that okay? You don't hurt your family? I mean, I don't understand stupid. Nobody's allowed to hurt their family in my watch. But in the division, it's a line of defense. That's how I can multiply me in division process in a line of defense. So I screw up one, I go get another one. Another chance to try. Like your banks and grocery stores in your cities do. You get to build a legacy for you and your family. Maybe you'll learn today. Now here's what I call free money. If we take $50,000 off a card, payment is 6/12/26. But here's the thing. You know what your problem is? You. You know what your next problem is? You didn't invest into properties or something that gives you residual income. I'm 17. I got 19 houses. They tell me I can't get number 20. Well, that sucks. My loan to value problem. Why? But here, what do? I transfer to my divisions. I have been building houses and buying properties, commercial, personal, whatever it is, franchise storage units since I was 17. I haven't had a paycheck for 30 years. There's money coming in and paying the bills as it goes up and away. Your problem is you. You haven't built residual income. So no matter what I say and do, you got money coming in, no matter when blank hits the fan. There's your biggest problem is you. If you did my way, you get up to $75,000, $100,000 a month. And then you start being an investor, learning to play. You got 16 ways to do that. And I can teach how to play too. Maybe a hedge fund, real estate, a franchise, maybe storage units. Now we got the United States of America right now being ran by a dinosaur. We should be indicted and get the hell off the platform. We need someone's got some cojones and go beat the world up. But let's give them $700 for Hawaii. That broke my heart. Why are you? This is my country, but I gotta be nice. They take 50 corporations, they call them states. States get corporations, they call cities. And then they invent a Chapter 9 bankruptcy under the Federal Protection Act. And they get to bankrupt the debts of 11 cities and stay in front of business in front of you. And you're sitting there going, what the hell's wrong with you? I don't understand, stupid. Why are you sitting on your assets not doing anything? You're we the people. It's about time you stand up and you basically fight for what you want. Corporation's a legal person. You never bring that damn paint home. I don't understand that. Why would anybody back themselves in a corner? All right, now let's pay attention. You got division of me, write it down. There's that form you need to master. 26 ways to use that form, and that's what I explained to Ted Turner when I was 9.5 years old. Pay attention. Line 1, the entity, individual person. That's a person, corporation, division, or subsidiary. I want you to understand that follows SSN or SS4. Who wants to be the duck? Because when they sue you, they got to damn well duck. Corporate umbrella. So let's play. I'm going to show you division of me. We have a car collection of 20 cars. Here's one of the keys to that Lamborghini worth $1 million. Every time I have a shitty day, I just sit in the car and turn on the engine, and everything goes away. I feel better. But they maybe want to feel that too. Now here's that Lamborghini, $6,800 a month. If I can't pay it, they're going to take it away. And then I got shitty credit. That sucks. Oh, but if I do it to the corporation, they sue the corporate, still sue me, and I'm still a duck and a sheep. What did I do? I had no intent to do fraud. I did it under a division of a corporation. Let's understand. Divisions, your name on them. You get to play and never be responsible. Don't screw up. Don't have any intent to do fraud. So I got the car, the Lamborghinis, and all the other cars in the division process. I showed you SSN versus SS4, right? I guaranteed SS4. That means if I can't pay for it, you know what I get to do? The 3-step I invented for me. You can use it too. I can disconnect, isolate, incorporate that sucker, put it over here. Here's the corporate, all the divisions. See, all the good pieces are over here. Bank of America did this, Chase Bank, Wells Fargo, US Bank. Oh, guess what? Grocery stores in cities and the United States of America Incorporated too. Under the federal protection, and I can't save it after 6 months. I'm going to bankrupt the hell out of it. It's public record. But I don't let my corporation ever get hurt, or my family, because that'd be stupid, and I'm not stupid. When you lease a building, you lease it as a division. In case it doesn't work, you got to grow your business. Next, every property you ever get needs to be a division process. You know why? You don't know which turd that you're going to lease a property who's going to slip, fall, and sue you, and it's going to screw you up. Understand something. We're all going to have that roller coaster of faith and persistence, and there's always going to be someone going to try and knock us down. Now, the next thing is the money. I don't care what type of corporation you set up, because when they sue the corp, they still sue you. Not only the officer, the incorporator, you open the damn bank account, they follow the money under the RICO Act. Well, understand something. SS4. It doesn't matter, because you know why? We're not taxable as long as the money comes to the SS4 until we're profitable. Now, your problem is you don't understand the play. Fair Lending Act allows me to get 99 cards off one card. That's 100 million. How much would you like to play with and write it all off at the same time? Let's build you a corporate umbrella, because that's where you're screwing up anyway, because you don't have the umbrella to play the game. Then we got to win. So let's do this. If you have a corporation today, I want you to go on the Secretary of State's website. And if you're like silly people, I got to Wyoming, I got to Miami, I got to this, I got to Nevada. Stop the crap. All right? You have to stop the crap. Because the corporation in all states, you're the officer. You're on the corporation, you're the incorporator. When they sue the corp, they sue you. You got to play by the rules and tools. Now, I was a little boy, they said, put your ducks in a row. I designed it for them. I helped them, maybe I can help you. Pay attention today. See the divisions, entities. You're going to put your ducks in a row, and I'm going to do it for you. Because right now, when they sue the corp, they sue you. That means you're a duck and a sheep, and that kind of sucks. How about the line of defense? So if you screw up a division, you get another one and another one, and give it a try. As long as we're trying, we're not dying. If we're not trying, we might as well be dead. It's going to be up to you to play the game. If I can do it, you can do it too. Oh, here's a $100 million building across the street from South Coast Plaza Mall. It says Ray Reynolds University. Oh, here's the Lamborghini. They say it on the doors too. Here's one of the $5 million matches I obtained. Wow. And a race boat worth $1 million. The Ray Reynolds University there too. I put my name on all of it, so I'm not full of shit. The truth. Why haven't you got these goodies? What's wrong with you? Are these not turned up yet? You like goodies yet? I like turning people into millionaires. Isn't that fun? Would you like to play pool on one of my pool tables too? So what is your goal? Take the calendar today. How many working days you have left of this year? I help people 6 days a week. You got a bad day, just pop into one of my classes. I'll see if I can shake you up and wake you up too. You want $1 million of credit? No problem. We have a program for that. You just ask for Santos, the floor manager. Oh, you want coaching this year, next year, up to $5 million to $10 million? Ask for Santos. He'll tell you about that, so I can be your private coach for you too. Now, I want you to write down credit, loan, money. Can you do that? Come on, now. Credit, loan, money. Let's say you had some money. You spent it. You pissed it away. You're broke the next day. That sucks. Why didn't you leverage the money before you pissed it away? Why didn't you leverage? I'm asking a basic question, okay? And none of you can answer the damn question. Besides, I didn't know. Stop the crap. Nobody taught me diddly squat. I had to learn on my own. No matter I got PhDs and masters, and God me, you're not willing to fight. Maybe that's the problem. Corporation. Let's understand. You don't have 100,000. Why don't we just take it off of a damn card from Wells Fargo? They gave us a checkbook. Let's write a check back to our own bank account in Wells Fargo, right in the same off their damn credit card, and we take a check from another card to maintain the payment on that card. Because we're going to play from what? Steal from Peter to pay Paul and make Mary happy too. Now, listen carefully. Reference 3 times 5. They will give you up to $1.5 million of a line of credit. Your biggest problem is you never learned that borrow money is not taxable and turn it into millions to billions. So let's teach you to play. Are you ready to play today? Your corporation never does business. It manages entities called divisions. We're going to get a franchise. We're going to get an apartment complex. There's the liability. You don't bring the pain to the corporate your family, because that's called stupid. Reference 3 times 5. Borrow money not taxable, financial freedom. Build up to 50 to 100,000 a month. Get like me, I don't need a paycheck for 30 years. But again, that 100,000, I'm an affiliate to 119 creditors. If I add you to a card and I make you an authorized user and I rebuild you my way, and then I can ask for separate billing, now you get your own card. I want you to do what I do. Every day I wake up at 2:25. I have to. Now, as a little boy, the abuser would get me at 2:30. So let's understand. Look in the mirror today. Put yourself in check. I do it every day since I was 2.5 years old. You see, I need you to look in the mirror today and ask yourself what you did yesterday to get to millionaire. You probably sit there, that's all, folks. Get off your ass head. All right, let's get the repo list of cars, boat, houses, apartment complex, duplex. How about we get the probate list? How about bankruptcy list? How about divorce list? How about if you just sell supplies and vendor, we'll sell some computers. Is that okay? Let's get your corporation $1 million of credit per entity, checkbook money, supply and vendor money. Would that be okay? By the time you're done working your tail off the right way, you'll turn around and find out you got a $10 million company. The biggest problem we have is you. You're your biggest problem. You're lacking knowledge. And that's what happens. All right? Don't think, just do what I tell you to do. Making a money making machine not hard to do. Let's get you 100,000 to $1 million on basically OPM money, supply and vendor money. No pay bill up to 90 days. And then basically I'll show you what I set up for the Dun & Bradstreet rules too. Sell on Amazon and eBay. You can do that starting today. Now, if you're not in my program, take a picture, go click. Here's a private call with me. All right, 90 days, level 1, 2, 3 specialty classes. Simple. Based on your investment, I want to give you bonus credit back to you. Can you imagine? For $2,000, you're getting 10,000. All right, you're getting what, 5 times your investment? I want to always give you bonus credit back to you. Usually I try to give you 10 times. Now, if you're a current customer, you want to add to a package, today it's $499 for 10,000. It's $999 for 25,000 more. That's if you're a current customer, an active customer right now. That is a webinar price, not a sales representative or specialist price. That's only here during the webinar with me. It is a Zelle. You write the RW and use Zelle. Ray Reynolds recipient, rayracecredit.com. Use Zelle. That's how you get the discount. Or you can call the office at 800-254-9506 and pay the normal price. Simple to do. I like goodies. You like goodies, yeah? I like goodies. I want to show you goodies and goodies and goodies. And I always put my name on them so they know it's true. Because I see so much BS from Rich Dad, Dickety Dad, and Tony Baloney and all that BS too. You need some rules and tools. You got it? I want to get you the American dream, but let's understand for me, it's very simple. All right, I accomplished all my goals. There's me in 81. Highest kick, fastest kick on the planet. And idiots say white men can't jump. All right, I broke out the lights that night. No matter where you come from, you're going to accomplish your goal. Simple. There's my first car at 14. It was a Quintos Lamborghini. I drove it to Orange Coast College. I made my first million at 14. What did you do at 14? I don't hear the word no. I say thank you. I walk away and realize they don't know what the hell they're doing. No just means they're stupid. They don't know what to do. And you listen to no? Why the hell would you do that too? 1,000 steps to millionaire. 1,000 steps. We could play the big zero. I'm sorry. I think the world is wrong. When I sat down with Mr. Buffett years ago, I said I'm going to leave $1 million in my irrevocable trust, rest in the corporation, or just give it away. Now he's going blah, blah, blah. He says we should pay more tax. Then want to write a fucking check. Write a check. Talking out your ears. I mean, come on. You give no rules and tools. Here's your problem. Understand, and I was looking out through the window here. You did not get diddly squat from your legacy, from your family. Okay, maybe a little piece, and now they're a memory. I didn't get a family, so it's very important to me that you don't bring that damn pain home. But I want you to create an empire that your family take over. Not that they get a little piece and they have to go through hard knocks. That's BS. Man and woman who says that, that's called stupid. A corporation lives forever. You're going to die. We're all going to die. We got to understand that flat out. So I want you to write this down. Write it down now. Irrevocable trust. Write it down. I want you to write down UCC1. I want you to realize your house has a deed of trust. Your car has a pink slip. If you inventory in your house, your office today, you put it on a UCC1, you record it county recorder's office. You turn it to a chattel mortgage. And then you tie it to the UCC1, tie to irrevocable trust. So you see, I know I'm going to die, or hopefully not today, but it could be. But I died in 2009 in a coma and came back to help you. So you know why when I die? There's one thing I know. I know who gets to control my goodies. All right? They're not going to walk through in like a garage sale or swap meet. You see, I want to tie it in, and I live by 3 rules. Very simple. God is always first. That's not a rule. That's his way of life. All right, I plan the problem. I plan what? To live. I plan to die. I want to give you up to 10 times your credit back to you. I want to take away all your excuses. Now, draw the diagram in front of you. We're going to look at Bank of America, who's now banker of 5,000 locations, fined $100 million 2 weeks ago, and got indicted too. Then we're going to look at Chase Bank, that was frozen their whole system 2 weeks ago, and they got fined as well for stealing the information too. And then from there, you got U.S. Bank got in trouble, and Wells Fargo, how they got indicted again. Again, that's what they do. You know what they do? They bankrupt locations called branch numbers, and they don't bring the pain home like you. Now we can look at Sam's Club, over 1,500 locations bankrupt from their Geico cities. So if you can listen today, turn these up, and basically don't bring the pain home again, become a certified CFO, and reprogram your brain to millionaire status. Would that be okay if you learn to master my rules and tools that I designed at 9.5 years old? I call it see it, believe it, go get it. If that would be okay with you. So understand today, here's my thought of the week. It's very simple this month. I don't want you, it says, I don't get it. I want to scream. Why are you treading water? Why are you playing it safe? Oh, you got ripped off before because you were silly enough to do that? Or you had your friends and family steal your money too? How about we do this? Why don't we get you the 5 things you need today? And no matter what you do, you can't screw up. Foolproof program. Get you a 750. How about we get you basically corporate divisions that I invented myself in 85, 86? How about we get you $1 million of cash credit? How about checkbook money? How about supply and vendor money? See, these are things you need. It's not an idea. Without these 5 things, you're not doing dilly squat. Those are things you need, must have. Draw the diagram. Your corporation does business that's called stupid. Because when they sue it, they sue you. If your corporation's a management company, manages entities, you don't bring the pain home. You put your ducks in a row. I repackage you under the same corporate umbrella. I got my new radio and TV show come up next year. I won't be available 6 days a week. So I help rich and famous people like you. You see, I helped 2 presidents in the United States of America. My second favorite was Ronald Reagan. My first was Abraham Lincoln. But again, that's just me. Unfortunately, we have a dinosaur in the office today. We got to basically get him impeached and get him the hell out of the way. Now, what happened with you is very simple. You sit at the kitchen table with your friends and family. You started a business. Honey, let's do this, let's do that. Hopefully somebody had some common sense. Says, what if it doesn't work? But what did you do? You jacked up your credit, you dropped your score, you got stuck, you can't get any more, and you can't ride out dilly squat, and then you hawked your house. I'm sorry, don't take it personally, but that's plain stupid. I don't understand stupid. I don't understand stupid. I never will understand stupid. It makes no sense. Why would anybody as smart as you bring the damn pain home? What is wrong with you? Write down today's date. Let's go chase 90 days. Let's go get it. You see, I wrote Winning the Game of Business 45 years ago. Lines are page 6, cash flow for your time. And that other guy tried to steal that too. Richie Dad telling the same friggin' stupid stories to this day for 30 years. He sold the rights of that years ago. Now, I sold the Millionaires Founders Kit at the Bonaventure for 32 years every Wednesday night for $5,000 a set. I need you to protect yourself. I'm in a coma in 2009. My wife goes to the office, one technology driver of Spectrum. Check it out. 22,000 square foot building. She finds Ron stealing my books and my CDs. Tom, my IT guy, sold my websites and my phone numbers. That kind of sucks. Highest bidder, because of my following at the time, was a porn site. It took me 10 years to get the Ray Reynolds University back. Phone number I can't get back, so never call the phone number on the CDs. It's still a porn site to this day. The people around you are the ones who are going to hurt you the most. So do yourself a favor. You want a copy of the Millionaires Founders Kit? You can basically sell over 99 bucks today. That covers shipping and handling. We'll ship it to you right away. When you do the Zelle, you put RW in the address you want to ship to. That's all you need to do. So you can call the office again, 800-254-9506. So starting a business, running a business, okay. Your friends and family, people around you, you don't know if they're going to knock you off the cliff, they're going to catch you, or you're just going to flat out and die. Hey, you know it's true. Me, ever since I learned to read, I didn't learn to read as a kid. I kept handing people magazine. What is this? What is this? I recorded all the things in the words in my brain. I see it. So I'd see it, believe it, go get it. So for me, I didn't learn to read. I learned to read and not spell. I had to train myself to spell later on. But you know what? I had to get up every day. 2.5 years old. If I got up at 2:30, the abuser would get me. So I got up every morning at 2:25. That has programmed my brain since I was a little boy. Every day, my wife goes, "Why do you get up so early?" I'm ready to go fight. I'm ready to go win. But again, I give myself the mirror test every day. The mirror test is simple. I put myself in check. Your problem, you listen to your friends and family, and they cloud your directions. So 14 years ago, 2009, July 4th, 3 yachts in my backyard, worth millions and billions. I'm helping people 6 days a week. Wife wants to take a yacht to watch the fireworks with a group of people. Why not? Next day, I got to die. I died at 5:41. I'm in a different place. It's like, wow, this is weird. But I can hear what's going on in the room. Tax attorney tricks my wife to sign a POA. The nurse asked my wife if I was a donor. They're going to rip out my heart, take it away. But Jesus said, stay in peace or go back. And I said, go back. So I want to show you how to get rid of your excuses. I moved 24 times since I'm 11.5 years old, all these different families and these schools. There's always a bully. You had to learn to kick it or run. I'd rather die than run. So guess what? Going to school in Watts, Torrance, Hawthorne, and Long Beach too. See, I've been shot twice and not 6 times. So there's no excuse with you from now on. You got it? We're going to take your excuses. You only feel sorry for yourself for 3 minutes or less. That's all you get. All right, I'm truly God's example if you pay attention today. I got a book coming out this year. It's called Jesus is Not a Drive-Through. See, being a Christian's a way of life, not a moment in time. Ultimate goal. I got 3 other books coming out too. Bite Your Tongue, Love Longer. See, here's the problem. You want to take back what you said, so shut up, especially men to women, because they should just go yell at the sky because a woman's a tape recorder. All right, and they can't take it back. Everybody's like to watch my wife and my daughter sometimes. Ah! My son says, I don't like this. Close your ears, bite your tongue, love longer. That's the way it works. The other one coming out is Fighting the Monster Within. We all have one of those too. And my other one is Bullshit Doesn't Pay Your Bills. Because it doesn't. All these things out there are kind of bull crap. Then Fighting the Pain Within. So let's get you past go. I think you're stuck. I like to show you some Lamborghinis. I like to show you the Duffy. Got my name on all these things too. Isn't that fun? And then on top of that, the $5 million mansion and how I broke the record for the highest kick on the planet, fastest kick in 81, proving a white man do jump. Just stupid people say we don't. How about we get race boats in the backyard and more helicopters and Lamborghinis? All right, isn't that fun? Oh, how about a U-Dog? How about a yacht? How about a Ferrari? You want one of these too? I obtained it. What the hell in you? What's wrong with you? These not turned up? Ray's rules. You see, my blueprint, I started 9.5 years old. See it, believe it, go get it. It's about time you master that for you. Credit repair is a fraud. What do you think? They got a magic wand or something? I don't understand people. How could someone be stupid enough to pay a credit repair company, all right, and they can't guarantee, they can't collect money up front. Federal Trade says they're a fraud, and you think they have a friggin' magic wand by writing not mine, not late. That's just BS. How many stupid people really do that? I don't get stupid. Do you understand stupid yet? What you need to do is write down section 611, find out what you can do for yourself. Next thing, if you have an open collection account, you can't be a crook. That means you have to man up, woman up, take care of your debt before you rip them off. If you want a 750, the way I designed it 45 years ago, training Ken Yarbrough, TRW, simple. You negotiate an open collection account, all cards at 25, 29% rule, the way I designed the system in the first place. And guess what? Put 2 cards and then rapid refresh. I invented rapid scoring 39 years ago, working with Ken Yarbrough and Harold Stokes. And that's fun. So now you got a sub 50. What are you going to do? You can sit there, or you can go get it. You can learn the KISS method. Keep it simple, stupid. So again, here's your first 25 steps today. All right, Intuit Credit Karma, because Intuit bottom on December 20th, or December 3rd, 2020. There's no phone number to help you anyway. So again, that's how we look at your car score, and it doesn't cost you anything anymore. Let me analyze your personal credit. We do it for free. Why not? So let's understand. My new dashboards are going to give articles for free, which I've done for 45 years. And we're going to reanalyze everybody and show them exactly how they can get their 750. And we're going to give them their steps. The AI program is saying, this is what you do. Don't be a dummy. Just follow through. That'd be okay if I analyze you in 24 hours. I can tell you exactly what you need to do to get a 750 score. And all you have to do is follow through. Saturday, I have 10 classes, 6 in the morning to 5 in the afternoon. So let's understand, at 1 o'clock, 1:30 Pacific Standard Time on Saturday, I call case numbers in rotation. So I'm going to tell you live what you need to do for you. Case number, never your name. Now, here's your problem. You didn't pay attention to the SS5 form. You did it or mommy did it. It says name to be shown on card. All right, full name other than above, other names you use. So let's understand something. SS5 equals SSN in 1040 tax return. You have a Social Security card in your personal wallet. Why don't you get it out right now? It's not even yours. So why don't you read it and say it says do not laminate, don't carry with you, don't use for ID purposes, and it says property or social administration, not you. You got this number because they want you to have it to bond us for $35 million apiece and create a 1040 tax return to tax us till we're dead, and then it's probate. Your first job years ago, you thought the company ripped you off until they pointed out the IRS gets their cut, you get the leftover. See, we're all a bunch of ducks and sheep. But if you don't learn to play the game, that's on you. I mastered the rules and tools when I was 9.5 years old. Again, 1244, irs.gov, file one tax return so you almost never pay tax again. Wouldn't that be kind of fun to learn the rules and tools? You get one SSN, we're all ducks and sheep, and everybody keeps screwing it up. Corporation gets one tax ID, and that means very simple. They sue the corp, they sue you. That makes you a duck and a sheep. How do the banks, the grocery stores, and cities do this, Ray? They have a corp that owns corps. Those are called subsidiaries. The division process removes your name, and you're not on it no matter what you say or do. I want to rebuild your SSN. Is that okay with me and okay with you? So what are we going to do? Make you CFO for the corporations and the divisions too. At the same time, SS4. What does that mean we're going to do? I want you to be a double CFO. I want you to basically never bring the pain home and choose wisely from now on. I don't want you following ducks and sheep. I want to put your ducks in a row under the same corporate umbrella. That'd be okay with you? So here's that SS5 one more time. Why don't we compare it to the SS4, which you never did? So let's play. There's the SS5 in the corner. Here's your SS4. Line 1 says entity. That's bank, grocery store, and city. Then it says your name right there. And if you basically dissect the form a little more, which you should do in every form you ever get, you basically what? Banking and credit purposes. Your problem is when you sign a contract, you're impatient. You think you're wasting other people's time, but you're signing the dotted line. You're putting your ass on the line. Asset. From now on, you sit back, you take your time, you let them know up front. I'm going to have to take time to read this. Okay? I'm going to take up to an hour to read this. If you need to go get a coffee, go blow your nose, go do it. Here's your problem, you. It says banking and credit purposes. You see that on that form? That's per entity. The way I designed division process, your corporation, it gets the buffer tax. That means no tax is due till you're profitable. Corporate credits are write-off, car fleet price, free buffet at the hotel. That's all it gets to do. Your divisions are your line of defense. They're cheap. Multiple functions, buy at wholesale price, multiple credit reports, and on top of this, separate liability for basically real estate. Your line of defense. I built this as a line of defense. I was 4, being the janitor to the karate studio in Torrance. If you ever ask Chuck Norris and Aaron Norris who their janitor was, they'll tell you it was Ray Reynolds at 4 years old. Got it? That's called the defensive circle. We got to build a corporate umbrella. We got to play, do it my way, because it works. You bring that pain home after the day, all right, jump up and kick yourself in the ass. Divisions never make you liable, ever. And you don't have to worry about it. You're not a damn duck. But again, if you don't do it my way, good luck. Oh, I'm sorry, you've been doing it your way. Has it worked so far? I'll guarantee what I say I can do. 100%. As long as you pay attention, you go to class, I'm following you on, and you pay attention. Violation is jacking up cards. From there, bottom line, the next thing is, if you apply for credit, you crash your wrapper reach score, and I gave you the first one, you're going to pay the fee, or I'm closing your case. Very simple. Past can't chase future. I mean, I'm not staying stupid. You got an open collection, man, that woman up. You got an IRS problem, they got a form too. 656, 433 A and B. We got to get you on track. Next, I want you to get that 750 score for you. I want to analyze you today, not tomorrow, today. I want you to get in a rapid rescore right away. I want you to show you what I do for people. 96 points, 3 days, boom. Don't you realize I'm the guy that invented rapid refresh and rapid scoring 39 years ago? I trained Yarborough, TRW Sperian. All right, I'm still around to help you. If you pay attention today, everybody gets a 750 and above if they do what I tell them to do. Simple, be part of the program. Nice lady. She got a 651. She says, Ray, why is my score so low? I have no bad dad. She's the granddaughter of the man who left Half Fashion Island when she's a billionaire. I said, why are you using half your credit cards? My attorney, my CPA, and my banker told me to. I said, you're listening to Dumb, Dumb, and Dumber. You have no green lights. We have to understand how credit works. So I got her green lights on an 801. Is that okay? But then this next family, sorry to say, they got tricked by a bankruptcy attorney. They sold them a bankruptcy. What do you think they go to an attorney for? They sell you a bankruptcy. They didn't have to file bankruptcy. Never file bankruptcy, in my opinion, as long as they're not garnish your wages tomorrow and stealing your house in court. There's other ways around that. But it's up to you. I had to get them a card unsecured for $500. This family's got 11 collection accounts. Here's 3,000 unsecured. So if you let me rebuild your credit, rapid score, you go to class on Saturday and you follow through and pay attention, it targets a 750. I'm normally going to charge you $9.99 and a $1,000 card back to you. I'm going to give you money back on a cash card back to you that reports to the system, and you maintain your payment to keep your score up and away. During the broadcast, I discount it half price. Means it's $4.99 and the card becomes $500. Now again, take a picture of Zelle, Ray Reynolds recipient, ray@rayscredit.com, RW when you Zelle. What you Zelle for is Ray's webinar. You can always call the office, 800-254-9506, and pay the normal price. So here's another problem you have. You're on the national mailing list. You did it to yourself. Sorry, you did. Can you imagine? The voter list is sold 412 times a year. You got a cable bill, you got a corporation. Why don't you call 888-567-8688? Opt out for 5 years, get off the national mailing list. Is that okay? Number's right in front of you. Simple. What do we do next? Plan the problem. Hey, I'm sorry. You listen to Rich Dad, Dickety Doo Dad and the same crap for 20 years, and you listen to Tony Baloney too, with no rules and tools. Motivation's less than an hour. Let's go get it. Oh, I'm sorry. Your problem is you let your friend and family rip you off. You spent thousands on crap that didn't work. I don't understand. You have to plan the problem. Safety credit, sticky in the back of the card. Limit. 25% maintained, never past 29%. That's 100,000. 29% utilization, 71,000 safety. You don't bring that pain home ever again, ever. You create your own line of defense. I designed the dashboards to say this, and they finally caught up with the truth. 0 to 29 is green, 30 is yellow, 50 is red. There you go. There's your discipline you've been lacking since day one. Then you're going to say, Ray, I got to jack up a card too. Hell no. Don't you ever jack these cards up again. You didn't get it, did you? You have 2 cards on planet Earth that you don't fluctuate your credit no matter what you do. Like a house and a car. Never fluctuate your credit score. It is your gold and platinum cards. These have paid over time limits up to $1 million. Those are the cards you're allowed to pass 29% as long as you maintain the payment. That's it. Anything else? No. What's the word again? No. You don't hurt your family. You basically man up, woman up. Your responsibility is to be the parent, all right, or basically the husband and wife, partner of life. What do? You lose your job, boo-hoo-hoo. Nobody cares. What happens at the end of the day? All right, you run out of time, you run out of money. You can't wait to go jack up your credit cards. I don't understand, stupid. You do it usually in 42 days. It's like today, you need 5,000 now. Go ask your friends, your family, the bank. They're going to tell you no because you need it. If you don't need it, here's a 5,000 card. Payment's $50 a month. The average person wastes $50 every other day. And what happens? You could have had a safety credit card. The next thing is they say you waste $140 a week. If that's true, that's $600 a month. If we take $50,000 off a corporate credit card, the payment is $612.26, all the write-off. And we buy 2 pizza restaurants. We buy an income. And what happens? You can do that during a pandemic, and you don't bring the pain home ever again. Oh, there's me breaking the world record, highest kick and fastest kick. I guess white men do jump. Just stupid people say we don't. Nixon took the gold standard out. Now I need you to write down Ray's rules. $100,000 of credit, 29% utilization. The only thing that is acceptable to ever screw up in the future is a division. Do you understand that? Write it down. This will be your cake and eat it too. Never your corporate, never your family. That's Ray's rules. Step 7, become a certified CFO and never bring the pain home. Why did you do it in the first place? I don't want to hear excuses. There I am dead in a coma. Okay, die 5/41, July 5th. Once you Google the address and find I'm telling you the truth, and all the race boats say RayReynoldsUniversity.com too. Now I've been in 2 comas so far. One I got crippled at 5.5. Used my face as a brake, 42 miles an hour on Delane Street in Torrance. Jesus said, get up. I got up. Freaked them all out. Last one, I got to die and come back and help you. See, the devil's trying to knock you down and hold you back, but God's delays aren't God's denials. I like to repackage you like Humpty Dumpty, because I think the way you did it sucks. Again, I build lifetime with you. I want to be your coach forever. I've done it for generation and generation. It's fun. A corporation's a legal what? Person that may sue or be sued. The lack of knowledge is why people make stupid things happen and do. I don't understand stupid. Divisions are the line of defense. It's about time you have divisions and don't hurt your family or the corporation ever again. Corporate umbrella. Let me build it for you as I train you to do this. Every tax ID is entitled to Experian, Trendure, and Equifax. I get you cash credit cards. I line you up for checkbook money. Now you can finance the real business and not a bunch of BS. 9 divisions up to basically $1 million. 41 up to what? $5 million. If we play, look at the corporation we have today, please. I want you to find out, I'm telling you the truth. You go to the Secretary of State's website, you see your name, you're the incorporated, the officer. When they sue it, they sue you because you didn't put your ducks in a row. The way I designed it for the grown-ups when I was a kid, when they sue the corp, they sue you, and that sucks. Divisions give you the line of defense. Your name's not even on the form as a line 2 or line 4. Oh, he lost his job, boo-hoo. Come on, people. You lose your job, you get your butt to the church, you get food for your family, all right, and you get off your butt, go drive Uber or Lyft or whatever you got to do. Hey, they stole my life. I'm a million billionaire, and I come back being what, broke and homeless? You freaking kidding me? I sold my wedding ring. I sold my Rolex, my necklace, my bracelet. I had 12 garage sales in Huntington Beach. I got cited 3 times. Fight for what you want. This is ridiculous. All right? You can build a corporation. Now he can hire himself. That's the goal. I designed this for $250 per entity. That means I get you a card up to $100,000 times 9. What do we do? Is 9, 10 times 100,000. That's $1 million. And then we get checkbook money. Then it's 2.5 million. There's no more excuse. You met me. Simple. You learn the daisy chain credit too. All right. Divisions. You're not liable. You're not a duck. Because if you were, that sucks. Division process. I add $2,000 in history. I set them up for you. I charge you $499 per division. You get 3 for $14.97. And again, you basically Zell to get that price, or call the office and pay the normal price of $1,000 each. 800-254-9506. So I like goodies. You like goodies yet? You like goodies and goodies and goodies and goodies? I think you need $1 million cash credit cards, $5 million checkbook money. I think that should be your real goal. You get the money you need to finance that business today and run it all off to a money-making machine. 100,000 to $1 million, supply and vendor credit, 90 days. We don't pay a bill up to 90 days, and the OPM money. And we show you what I created for Dun & Bradstreet too. And what do we get to do? Sell on Amazon, eBay. So let's understand. If I rebuild you here, then the first card I want to get you over here is the Spark Unlimited green card, which you see on the TV commercials, times 9. Then I want to get the B of A times 9. Then I want to get Wells Fargo times 9. Then I want to get the Ink card times 9. Then I want the Gold card times 9. See, that's $1 million off each card up to that amount. There's $5 million, not counting the other 5 cards I like. Same time, I want you to look at checkbook money. Checkbook money, the bank will give you up to $150 unsecured, long as you have a 2-year corporation. You don't have one, then wait till next year. If you need a 2-year corp, let me know. Now let's understand today, it's very simple. These are my 5 favorites, RAF checkbook money. There's other ones as well, but that's up to 5.4 million of checkbook money. So the bottom line is going to be up to you. If you need a self-corporation, call the office. Ask for Santos or a specialist. They're going to charge $999 each. If you want a half price $499 here, you still pay your filing fee. You'd have to Zelle during the webinar with me. There's your Zelle. There's the phone number for the office too. From there, I have specialty classes in rotation. 10 classes on Saturday live, last 45 years. So again, Dun & Bradstreet's this Saturday at 8:30. We charge $9.99 for specialty classes in rotation, or we charge $4.99 per class. That's what you get to do. From here, my goal is this. You have to understand borrow money is not taxable. Spend borrow money, pay back borrow money, pay no taxation, and then buy your lifetime income. And then what you get to do is have your cake and eat it too. We're going to use Ray's rules. We're never going to bring the pain home, and you become a certified CFO. Ultimate goal, the only thing you can screw up from now on is a division. If I gave you $1 million check, what would you do with the check? I'm sorry, you're like everyone else who wins the freaking lottery. All right, the 92% lose it in 3 years. That's called stupid. You put it in your personal account. You only get to keep 375. The next thing I would have told you, put it in a corporation. Leverage the hell out of it, pay the bills first, then pay tax on the leftover. What happens next? There's no leftover, there's no tax. What do we get to do? What the United States of America Incorporated did, 50 corps called states. States got corps called cities. They invented Chapter 9 bankruptcy into the Federal Protection Act. And they bankrupt cities' debts and stayed in business. You can do the same thing too, as long as you play the game and learn to win. But that's up to you too. As you play step number 9 today, why don't you Google bankruptcy? So you see SSN, SS4. Who's the duck? Pick one. Who's going to be the duck when things go wrong in your life again and again? Add you to my credit system, build you up to $1 million of credit. Go to class, don't follow you want, follow through. Not hard to do. It's all we got to do to get you built up and away. Now let's understand something today. I have been giving corporations for free for 45 years. Articles are free in all 50 states. You pay a filing fee. If you spend thousands to an attorney fee paying a corporate service, you didn't learn diddly squat. They ripped you off, asked for your money back. They really royally ripped you off. Okay? Rebuild your credit, rapid score, articles also tax ID free. Set up in level 1 with me every Wednesday and Saturday at basically 10 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, 10 a.m. All right, you're stuck with me. Now, I'm going to basically, we'll do a couple things. All right, we're going to charge you $999. It's a giveaway. I'm going to build you $5,000 of cash credit to you, a corporation, give you 5 times your money back. Don't worry, nobody does this on planet Earth. Okay, it's very simple. Now what I'm going to do next is I'm going to basically analyze you in 24 hours. I'm going to make sure we add history and start popping credit right away. But I'm going to rebuild you and tell you exactly what I expect you to do. That way there's no confusing. Communication is the key. That bonus and that what's happening is a Zelle payment only during this webinar. If you want to call the office at 800-254-9506, they'll get you signed up. You can basically pay the normal price of $19.99. $9.99 if you Zelle now. Beat your doubt, run your race, kind of get out of my way while I rebuild you. I think you're stuck, getting you past go. Goodies like mansions in the harbor. Race boats and yachts, say the Ray Reynolds University.com. Lamborghinis, buildings, and helicopters too. Change your driver's license, please, to a mailbox. Sorry, a P.O. box or mailing address, please. Never home, but that's up to you. Next thing I want you to think about is this. All right, the car you drive today. Why did you let them sweat you for 5 hours at the car dealership? Treat you like a duck and a sheep? Why did you get 9 inquiries and lose up to $10,000 to $20,000? I don't understand. That's not how you buy a car. A car is fleet price, tax ID division. Okay, well, you write it all off. The car. You buy the house, never 2 people on the loan. You don't create loan to value problem for 2. From there, the car shouldn't be yours. Lose house or car, what happens next? You end up having shitty credit. And then they report it to the IRS as a 1099-C. So now you have an IRS problem and double shitty credit. Kind of sucks. The registration of a car should be a division and not you. We have to protect our assets and plan the problem too. Next thing I want you to think about is every property you ever get. Put it as a division. Do you know who's going to slip and fall and sue and screw you up? Your house payment is offset by what? Or your income is offset by your house payment. Amazon didn't pay any tax on the first 10 billion or a double trillion now. See, they're playing the game and doing what they're allowed to do. That's the bottom line. He bought Twitter in front of the whole world within 24 hours with a line of credit. From there, I call him Twilly dumb. Okay? I'm too bad he backed out on that kickboxing fight with Mark. I wanted to take him on both of them at the same time. I got 12 national kickboxing titles. I'll spin kick them both. Maybe I can teach them a lesson or two to help more people. What can I say? They got a spaceship. So does the other guy a spaceship too. All right, and what happens? We get to play. So let's understand today we can join the club and we can win the battle. If you want to, step 15. Run your life through a corporate conjunction. All right, understand, pay tax, buy a Lamborghini. Your paycheck today is taxable income. You pay the car payment, gas, registration, insurance. And I call that stupid. It would be no, because you should be driving a company car and writing it all off too, like I do. But that's up to you. Step 17. From here, we have to get an SS4 today. Went to irs.gov. SS4. Find out I'm telling you the truth. It says banking and credit purposes. All right. It's all public record. You don't have to be a duck. You never had to be in the first place. You chose to follow stupid people and do stupid. It's now time to follow me. And we're going to get brilliant from you. You see that, mama? She had a baby this morning. Hospital hands her the SS5 form in less than 2 hours. So the government can bond the baby up to $35 million apiece. Baby's going to go home and take a nap and take a poop and drink some milk. Simple to do. Now, what happens today when you buy a house? It's escrow, closed homestead trust. That means if you have a house today not in a trust, when they sue you, they kind of screw you up, take it away. When you die, it's stuck in the probate and your family got diddly squat. So when you fix up that property today, what happens next? Pretty simple. They hire the contractor that stand outside Home Depot. Subcontractors, when they slip, fall, and cut corners, they sue you and take everything you got too. My way, they get diddly squat. All right, look up irrevocable trust today, step 19. 6 more to go to play. Ultimate goal. If you want to be a tax protester, you don't want to file tax returns, go to prison like Wesley Snipes did for 3 years, $5 million fine. You cannot play peekaboo with the IRS making a mess. They have a form to get yourself back in the system. 656, 433 A and B. That's step number 20 today. Learn to be an OPM. You save up to 70%. You don't pay a bill up to 90 days. You close escrow, 200,000. You leverage it to 15 million. Borrow money is not taxable. You credit your line of defense. That is step 21 called blackjack. It looks like you get to win my way. Oh, Ray Reynolds University. One technology driver run Spectrum. 22,000 square foot building before I died in the coma. From there, 3 locations in other states. What am I going to do when I came out of the coma and I'm broke again and I have families homeless too? Am I going to go wah, wah, wah? No, I'm not going to do that. Blueprint, see it, believe it, go get it. I'm going to take out my 5 closet divisions and I'm going to be able to credit again up to $1 million. That's what I did. Why would anybody stay down when they don't have to? See, understand you get to play the game and win. There's 1,000 steps you need to learn to do and master too. Don't have them? Simple, the Millionaire's Founders Kit. It's $99 if you sell right away and you add your shipping and handling and then you write the RW and give us the address too. If not, call the office 800-254-9506. They'll sell it to you for $299. From there, basically, it's very simple today. I'm online for 45 years or in person before a pandemic. I build lifetime relationships and lifetime coaching with my clients. You want $1 million? Ask Santos. You want to get coaching this year and next year? Ask Santos. Very simple to explain the program to you. Credit, loan, and money. That's basically building a financial freedom and up to 50 to 100,000 a month positive cash flow. As we play, if you're not in our package, take a picture of this page. 1 call, 90 days, level 1, 2, 3 special classes on Saturday, live with me. Based on your investment, that's how much bonus credit you get. From there, if you're a client, you want 10,000 added to your package, it's $499. 25,000 is $999. That is a Zelle. If it's done during the program, only active client on that special here. Very simple. If not, you know the price is doubled, or in the specialist too. If I get to add you to a card and ask for separate billing, 100,000 is usually 10%, 100 grand, or usually 10,000. Today, if you want it, it's $39.99 if you did it during the webinar with me. Simple to do. To Zelle, 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 you write down RW when you Zelle. So understand, a corporation is a legal person. It may sue or be sued. Divisions are the only way. It gives you the line of defense. and your name's not on it as a liable party. From there, line 4, we get to play in line 2. Divisions up to 9 of them is $1 million. Up to 41, it's usually up to $5 million too. You're not liable and you're not a duck. Division process, I set them up for you with tax ID, and that means very simple. You get them for $4.99 each, 3 for $14.97. Call the office or Zelle now. Normally they're $1,000 each. So if you call the office, you expect to pay $1,000 each. If you Zelle now, you get half price. Now, what are you willing to lose? Family, corporate, division? Well, I don't want to lose anything. But again, when we play chess, all right, it's very simple. We both get checkmate. The ultimate goal, step 23. So reaching the finish line, reaching the dream, it makes sense. Think to be the impossible, always raise rules, building millionaires in the corporate divisions, training people to be a certified CFO. There it is. Oops, again, what we have to do is play. Now, joint credit is just in the way. Buy house, escrow, close, homestead, trust. You get a corp, they're free. People don't spend thousands. And then you pay a little fine if you hit the state. Then you set up your divisions for line of defense, real estate, franchise, current business. Raise rules, cash credit to write it all off, and take away your excuses. No one should have any excuses. I mean, it's to learn to play the game and win. So understand that's step 24 today. You'll learn to be that certified CFO. Now, what you want from me is a 750. Okay, simple. Let's analyze you. Let's put you in a rapid rescore. Let's get you to go to class, follow through, and we rebuild it with you. Simple. And usually $9.99. $5,000 card back to you, but discounted during the broadcast to $4.99, and the card is $500. Ultimate goal. If you want a starter package and $1,000 of credit, usually what we do, but I want to give you more. So let's rebuild you rapid score articles, offices, tax ID, set level 1 every Wednesday, Saturday, 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. How about we charge you $9.99 and I give you $5,000 credit back to you? Don't worry, nobody does this on planet Earth. Okay, we analyze you, we add history, and start popping credit right away. You learn to be a certified CFO. Ultimate goal. Now that normal price is $19.99. So if you want to pay $19.99, you call the office now, 800-254-9506. Or you Zeller at $99, you write RW. I want to rebuild your credit. You give me referrals, I'll add more credit for you. You want me to give you 10%? No problem. As long as that person that signs up says they were referred by you at the time they sign up. If not, they blew it for you. That's why I give you my email address so you can give me a name and a phone number too. Bank of America, banker 5,000 locations. Chase Bank. So corporate entities make more sense. But again, you got US Bank, Wells Fargo, you got Geico, you got Cities, and you got Sam's Club too. Your goal is to stop bringing the pain home, become a certified CFO, and reprogram your brain to millionaire status. Look behind that curtain, never bring the pain home, stay safe and strong. We do our best. Jesus does the rest. Amen to that too. At the end of the day, it's very simple. God loves us all. We got choices, ladies and gentlemen. Today, your ability to listen and learn. Thank you for joining me. But I think we need to be responsible, and I think this country's got some big problems right now. So if you want to Zelle, and I rebuild you, no problem, or 800-254-9506. So let's do our best, and always remember, God does the rest. Amen to that too. At the end of the day, God loves us all.